Hey there, this is Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap.
We want you to get over there and listen to the brand new Redneck Matinee that we did. We did 2 whole movies on one thing.
It really must mean the others suck, where we did just one movie and it took an hour.
I don't know if he's...
Don't listen to them, I guess.
No, but...
They're garbage.
They may not be as good as this one, but I wouldn't go so far to say they're garbage.
I don't know if you can fit a podcast down the garbage disposal or not, or flush it down the toilet.
Well,
I don't want you to fuck your pipes up
Hey,
and
watch
get
your
rid
mouth.
of those other ones.
No,
Listen to episode 7 where we do Every Which Way But Loose.
Well, yeah.
And Any Which Way You Can.
Both of them.
It's 2 Clint Eastwood monkey movies in the same damn podcast. Let's see Conan O'Brien do that.
Who?
Because he was on Variety and everybody got mad. I thought I should explain that because I felt awkward, like people were going to say, are they saying they're funny, like Conan O'Brien? No, because people were talking in a podcast. Conan O'Brien was on the cover of Variety or Hollywood Reporter. And
What for?
They're like, Conan O'Brien inventing podcasts.
Well, oh, is that what he does now?
And people got mad at him. And he's just, just like us. Just
Is
making
he?
podcasts. Yeah, pretty much just like us.
Oh, well.
So that's what I meant by that. It felt weird when I said it. Is this promo done yet?
What is it?
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast of them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, everybody, it's Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap the Man. Welcome to the Red State Update Podcast. If you've never listened to this before, if you've never read a newspaper or watched the news, if you have no idea what's going on in the world, like if you've just emerged
Why
from your mother's womb.
Well, why, if that, womb? Well, first off, babies don't need to be listening to this because of your mouth.
Don't, babies, hang up. Don't listen.
No, they shouldn't.
If you have no idea what's going on in the world, let me tell you, it's terrible out there. It's a mess. America, the greatest country in the world, although I found out it's infected by slavery since the beginning.
From the very get-go?
Genocide, slavery.
Oh, yeah, the genocide, that before, yeah.
The whole
and
thing.
And then slavery after that. Yeah, now that I knew, yeah.
So, you got Donald Trump in there messing things up now.
Oh, yeah.
So the past, real bad.
Well, yeah.
The present also sucks.
There's a little good in there in some places now.
Nope. The future?
There's good in the damn USA country. No, there's good. Not right now, and definitely not a long time ago either. But there's some in there places that good things happen.
Now, you sound like a regular Lee Greenwood.
What?
God bless the USA, except for the years between 1619.
This part and this part.
That will leave, like, disco.
What?
Like, maybe, like, after
Disco.
Stonewall, but before AIDS.
What?
Like, after school integration, but before Trump was taking out racist full page ads in the New York. I don't know when you would write a good song.
What? Is that what we're doing?
A new patriotic number that takes into account
Oh, I see.
America's.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Just focus on
we could do that. We could spend this next hour trying to come up with a new God Bless the USA.
Well, that one works pretty good for what he's trying to do. I think that's pretty good. He ought not be singing it at Trump rallies, but of course
that ruins it.
He'll sing it wherever anybody asks him to, pretty much. And I don't. Who else is asking him to sing it besides Trump rallies?
I think that's probably all.
That'll keep you busy. Like you don't need extra work. That's enough.
No, just following Trump rallies around is enough.
Yeah.
It's like following Trump rallies around is like following a carnival around. If instead of the carnival having food and rides, it was just the carnies. And they all gathered in an auditorium and listened to a racist.
Ah.
Hey, instead of Lee Greenwood, you know what I wish I could? I wish I could sing. I'm no stranger to the rain, but good. That's a better song.
Well, yeah.
And ain't got nothing to do with America.
No, it doesn't. It's still a good song.
I'm no stranger to the rain. Like if you said, if God Bless the USA was like God Bless This Wedding Ring.
Right.
And you put that up next to I'm no stranger to the rain, you'd go the stranger to the rain every time.
Well, yeah.
100% of the time.
I think so, yeah. So it ain't necessarily against America. It's just a better song. Better song's a better song.
No. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Huh?
What are you saying?
You changed America to wedding ring.
Are you saying
USA.
Are you saying Keith Whitley's anti-American?
No, I didn't say that. What are you saying?
Rest in peace.
All right. I didn't say any of that. It's a good song is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's still a better song whether it's about the USA or not. Still good. That's all I was saying. I agree with you, and you jump on me for that.
You think Keith Whitley would like Donald Trump?
I hope not. I don't know. There's a lot of people who like him that I never thought would in a million years, so I can't answer those questions anymore. Do you think he'd like? Hell no. It would usually be my answer to anybody that I had the least amount of respect for. Hell no, he know better than that. But hell, I got family members. I got, a lot of people I never thought would like him. They sure do, so I don't know.
Imagine if all the dead come back to life. It'd really rock us to the core, the ones that like Donald Trump, probably. I mean, probably like the old racist ones.
Well, they're going to like him, yeah.
Like the Confederate soldiers and the dead Nazis.
That's why he don't want to take his statues down. He knows what they'd be saying about him. He know he'd be making them proud.
Probably like the Manson family. They were racist. You see that? People are like, why ain't nobody talking all this Manson in the media today? And nobody's talking about he was trying to start a race war.
What's he doing? He's in the media today. What? I thought he's dead.
Well, he's in a movie.
He's dead, though.
And he's on Mindhunters.
What is it?
I thought Mindhunters was a Netflix game show. Turns out it ain't.
I don't know what. I ain't seen it if it is. If it's a game show and it's got him on it, I don't want to see it.
What kind of game show? Folks, we've got a lot of terrible news to get to. But I do want to pursue this
I'd rather
quickly.
talk about game shows.
What sort of game show would Charles Manson produce?
What?
And also, is it worse when you think about the fact that he was super racist and he was talking about the coming race wars and he shot a black guy to start a race war and or at least help it along. I don't think he thought he was going to start the race war. He thought a race war was coming and he could help it along.
Be part of it. Yep.
And then once they won the race war, the black people won the race war, they would come out and beat the black people.
Who would?
I'm sorry. This is what Charles Manson thought.
Well, he was crazy as hell.
He was crazy.
What do you think? What he thought?
Here's what I'm going to say. Is it worse to talk about Charles Manson he's crazy? He killed people. He was a murderer, mass murderer, led a cult. Brought a bunch of poor young kids into a life of murder and mayhem.
Yeah.
Drug-addled young brains, slaughtered innocent people.
Well, yeah, I know what he did, yeah.
That's already bad, but then when you start talking about how racist he was, somehow it gets worse. And I would have said you can't make Charles Manson no worse, but when you really stop and think about the racism part, you're like, oh, it is worse.
Well, yeah.
It's less funny. Not that it was funny.
No, nothing funny about that. Racism don't make anything any better. Racism, you add it to whatever the hell it is. If you add racist to it, makes it worse. I don't care what it is.
And it's true. If you think back about a lot of the worst people, they're all racist.
Most of them are.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Manson.
Yeah.
Dracula, probably.
I think he was, yeah.
Those three are a lot.
That's enough right there to tell you something I would hope about racism.
So, folks, we spent a lot of time today talking about the folks who are dead. Charles Manson, Keith Whitley. They don't go together. I'm not grouping them together.
I was about to say, it sounded like, don't say it like that. Yeah, they just both happen to be passed on, and that's it.
They're not linked in any way.
Right there.
As far as I know.
Besides him being dead, that's it.
But I mean, something could come out later.
There's a lot of people dead. It don't have nothing to do with one another.
But Keith Whitley and Charles Manson are two dead people.
They had beards, too, kind of a little shaggy, some here and there, different times in their life.
What are you saying?
Just, what else did they have in common? Dead, and sometimes they kind of look, resemblance, but not really, no.
Music.
Well, they both did music, that's true, yeah. One of them was good, one of them wasn't. But it ends there. No more.
Listen, we could probably spend some time and come up with some more links.
Let's
not. But we're not going to.
Good. I just come to my mind, I don't want to tell no fibs on here. I said, there's no connection. I said, well, there's a little bit there. But
here and there.
Yeah, but nothing.
Charles Manson didn't have a drinking problem, did he?
Drugging.
Yeah, drugs. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder how much addiction played into the lives of these two icons.
One of them killed one of them, and the other one, it didn't. So,
is that the title of this? Charles Manson and Keith Whitley?
Of what?
Podcast?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Folks, let's talk about people who are alive or barely alive. I've got Jackie Broles here. He's my co-host on this show.
All right.
My sidekick, I'd call him.
Whatever.
He enjoys looking at a TV with Trump on it and yelling at it.
Well, I don't enjoy it, first off. Don't ever say I enjoy looking at anything with Trump on it, because I don't. Wish I never had to see him. I never did watch his TV show. Never really heard of him. I know he's some rich New York Yankee. That's all I ever knew about him. He's in a commercial every now and then or whatever, Pizza Hut or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Next thing I know, he's running for president. I'm like, who the hell? Why is he doing that? Well, he's just a damn fool. Next thing I know, he's damn president. Loudmouth, ultimate Yankee, president, and a lot of my fellow Southerners went there and pulled a lever and pushed a button to put him where they say it. And like him for some reason, I didn't like him to begin with. I can honestly say the more that he talks, and Lord knows he talks a lot, but the more that he talks, the less that I like him. I can say that from when he went down the escalator. I would go all the way back to the Pizza Hut commercial, whatever it was. I didn't like that. He don't look, it wasn't like I was mad at him, and I didn't think, oh, well, there's a racist or this awful human. I didn't think anything like that, but I didn't like him. But every day, today in particular, he said a lot of things. How many things did he say today? Just today, just before we sat down to talk on this.
Well, let's see. I could name a few phrases if you've been following the Twitter today. Recognize.
Usually we try to cover the whole week, but we picked a good one today. Yeah.
Let's see. Some of this might start last night, like disloyal Jews. I don't know when that started.
It started yesterday.
King of the Jews. I think that started today, maybe. The Chosen One. He called himself the Chosen One. They say that's a joke, but what is a joke anymore? Do you know?
Me?
Anyone?
He is.
He said he didn't buy Tlaib's tears when she gave an emotional press conference. I believe that was yesterday, too. Canceled the trip to Denmark because they won't sell him Greenland, called the Prime Minister nasty. Said he should give himself a Medal of Honor.
In front of veterans. Said that in front of a bunch of veterans. Said, I wanted one of these. And I said, maybe you should get one. But I said, I can give one to myself. Sure, he's joking. Real funny. Is it a joke? Like you said, what the hell's a joke? I don't know anymore.
Henry Ford, mentioned Henry Ford and famous antisemite. After a whole day of this.
Telling Jews that they're stupid or disloyal. One of the two.
Yeah.
If I don't vote for him.
When was the Russia G8 pushing to get Russia back in the G8? Was that yesterday, today? When did he backpedal the background checks on guns?
That's been since it happened. As soon as and it'll happen again. They're going to kill a bunch more people somewhere. I hope you're not there. I hope I ain't there. Good Lord, but who knows?
detaining migrant families indefinitely.
Yeah, they're going to keep them now. We're just going for a while. I just
off the top of our heads. Mostly today. I guess some of it a couple
little
days.
bit yesterday, but most of it,
That's mostly today.
Yeah.
That's mostly today. That's mostly today.
Yeah.
That's mostly today. Most of that happened today.
Yeah. A few hours ago.
I mean, what the fuck?
And Lord knows what tomorrow's going to be like. Lord only knows. Hell, since we started talking, I don't know what he said. You get on the Twitter, whatever the hell it is, I'm sure it's something awful.
Listen, I don't. Sometimes we get on here and we're like, what are we even doing? The news is so terrible. You got mass shootings every day. You got kids in cages. You got families ripped apart. You got the country turning, making a hard right turn into just outright racism.
Yeah, white supremacy. White supremacy.
And I want to have some answers for people. I want to help point you in the right direction. I want to have some discussion that helps everybody feel like we're taking steps towards a brighter future. Maybe we can pull this one out of the fire, America. But the sad fact is that we don't have any of that. We're not going to come up with any of that. All we can do, and I think this is our new mission statement going forward for the next year or whenever it was that we said since the first day we started doing this that we were going to quit, is we're just going to yell at Trump. We're just going to say Trump's dumb stuff or dangerous stuff, and we're going to get mad about that. If we come up with something good, if we come up with a salve for America's terrible wounds, we will definitely apply it to your wounds with our tongues.
Why?
By talking on this podcast.
All right.
See?
Yeah, okay.
But more than likely, we're just going to say, he said, he quoted this guy, said, Israel likes him to be king of Israel. Israel thinks he's king of Israel, king of the Jews. That's what. And then we talk about that, and then we say, and then that motherfucker said...
Hey, watch your mouth. You don't need to use that language.
And what we hope that we're like is one of those bricks. You remember those spongy bricks, like those Nerf bricks they used to make that you could throw at the TV?
Oh, yeah.
Were those racist in some way?
What?
I mean...
Don't ask me. I don't know. Half the time, if you ask me, was it racist, and it happened before... 2003, then I'd probably yes. So I'm still learning this. But yeah.
These two people say, was that racist? I go, no. And then like a year later, I'd be like, oh. But now people say, was that racist? I said, yeah. And I don't even know.
You be on the safe side, just say
be on the safe side. I'm tired of being wrong about what was racist. I mean, it's embarrassing. It makes me feel terrible.
Well, you spent most of your life that way, like me. You get to a certain age, if I can hold, last few years I got on here, if I can be halfway decent, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Listen, this is an actual conversation I more than likely possibly had in elementary school. Hey, Dunlap, was the Civil War racist? No. Hopefully that actually didn't happen, but it could have.
Could have, yeah.
I mean, I was a child in an elementary school.
Easily could have happened, yeah, man.
Not someone in Texas designing textbooks for our children. But same answer. So, sorry. Now, we should apologize. We're going to apologize. But mainly we're here so we can yell at Trump and you can feel better. When we do that, that's what we're gonna focus on.
If that makes you feel better, we don't know if that makes you feel better.
It's not gonna make everybody feel better.
No, some people are gonna get mad as hell. I've heard a few people get mad as hell about that too. But
so if you do,
so either way, whether it makes you happy, makes you sad, makes you mad, whatever, we're gonna yell at the president.
Trump ain't the cause. He's a symptom of. There's a lot of things wrong with the country. It does not begin and end with the president, but we're going to use him as a symbol for everything that's wrong because he's basically always been a symbol of everything that's wrong with America. And so we're going to yell and cuss at him, and we hope that makes you feel better. We know we're not fixing anything.
No.
Give money to lawyers trying to help kids in cages.
That's the best advice I know to do. I don't know what else to do. Immigration lawyers, if you hear about a good one and know anything, if they asking for money, give it to them. Other than that, and vote, that's coming up pretty soon. Well, coming up pretty soon, and this is coming from a man who's Republican his entire life up until not so many years ago, vote every single one of the GOP members out of office because ain't one of them worth a damn. Ain't one worth a damn.
Now, name one of them that stood up to Trump. If there was a bunch of them
the
going...
one, what's his name did, and he ain't even in the party no more, so I don't even have to mention him. He in Congress. I already forgot his damn name.
Yep, that's what happens.
Yep. But he ain't a Republican no more. I'm independent. But, if the Republicans that were... And this is sad to say, the Republicans that were halfway decent are the ones that refused to stand up for their country, but at least resigned so they wouldn't have to put up with this bull hockey. The ones left in there are all kissing up to him. Hey, but what, Mitt Romney, what do you think? You think Joe's a stupid or disloyal? You tell me, Mitt Romney. Rubio, are you listening? I know he ain't, but still, Rubio, if I get in his face, that's what I ask. So what is it? It's one of the two. You backing this president, you with him, you ain't said anything, everything he says is just fine. You put up plenty of Bible verses. Let me know which one he is. It's either Joe's a stupid or just disloyal. I want to know. One of y'all tell me, Mitt Romney, Rubio.
Marco Rubio is like a really insufferable Linus.
Worst.
He just shows up when things are going wrong and quotes the Bible, then leaves. But like a Linus, you really want to punch.
Yeah, I never
Don't punch Marco Rubio.
No, you want to.
I said you want to.
You don't do it.
No.
You don't act on those things. And I don't
That's what we're here for. We're going to yell at Trump and then sometimes Marco Rubio, and that's going to make everybody feel better.
Mitt Romney, too. We're going to talk about how we want to do that, but we ain't going to do it, and we don't recommend anybody else do it. And let me tell you something else. I don't like feeling that way. I ain't somebody that sits around and thinks about hitting people, and I don't for the most of the time, except when I get wound up with talking like this. But I don't like talking like this, and I don't like feeling that way. Never was that kind of person.
Well, you say you knock the hell out of me all the time.
Well, that's different. You sitting right there acting like you are. Anybody want to turn around?
I'll knock the hell out of you.
I'll knock the hell out of you is what I'll do.
I'll slap a shit out of you.
You don't count. You don't count. I don't like, that I got to put up with. But
Big
anybody
man,
else,
run your mouth. Let's see what you got.
I'll run my mouth much I want to. Come over and knock the hell out of you. Keep running your mouth like that.
Yeah, I'd like to see you get up out of that chair.
You keep on and see what happens. That's right.
I didn't flinch.
You'll think flinch.
Something was in my eye.
Uh-huh. But no, don't hit nobody. I don't care how mad you get. Don't do it. I don't do it. Don't want you to do it. But I don't even like courting the idea. I don't like being mad enough where I would say something like that. And unfortunately, it seems like we do every now and then. But don't hit nobody. I don't care how much you dislike them. Don't hit them. Just stay the hell away from them. Well, if a Nazi, I don't try not to hit people, but I ain't gonna tell somebody if you're standing there and the Nazi's coming up to you and telling you in your face you ought not exist. I ain't gonna tell that person not to hit somebody, but they shouldn't. But I ain't saying it. I leave it there. Let's not talk about it no more.
I got a conspiracy theory, Jackie. Let me lay it on you.
Ah, hell.
We ain't talked about this yet. Why have we not risen up, Jackie, as a nation? Why have we not stormed the gates of the White House every time he says something stupid, embarrasses us, makes us have a feud, an international feud with Denmark?
What's the point? There's no point.
If Obama had said, even joking, that he was the chosen, if the words chosen one had come out of Obama's mouth, he would not be president right now.
Nope, impeachment hearings immediately.
I mean, he's not president right now.
No, he isn't, but he would have been, a long time ago would have,
Disloyal. Can you even imagine? That's what they're mad at Omar about. He's saying that's what they're using to pretend to be mad at Omar about, but we all know what they're really mad at Omar about. Just who she is.
He can do it. She can't, like everybody else. Like
that's
everything
what the
else
world
in the
is
world. That's
today.
what the world is. I can do whatever the hell I want, and you can't.
Well, their world.
And
Trump
by God,
world.
if you try to do something, I'm gonna raise hell, throw a fit over it. But I'm gonna do it whenever I want to.
I ain't gonna go Denmark because you won't. I was going to buy Greenland. You said that was stupid. Well, here's stupid. I'll sit my ass at home. He does not want to go to Denmark.
He don't want. Now I ain't agreeing with him on that, but I understand that. They say he don't like going nowhere but the golf course anyway. He don't like traveling around. I guess he likes going to North Korea. He seems to get excited about that, but I ain't ever seen him enjoy being in any of those places.
Here's my conspiracy theory, Jackie. Why have we not taken to the streets more? Why
you
are
talking
we
about
not?
Hong Kong, what they're doing over there?
Why have we not
Millions of
Hong
people.
Kong? Why have we not
Yeah.
Storm? Why Scaramucci? Oh, Scaramucci, he's somebody who's speaking up.
Is he?
I don't know. Nikki Haley, what did she do anything? Not really.
Nikki, she quit.
She wants to be
like half. I mean, more than half. How many people have quit left so far? I can't even keep up with it. Scaramucci one. He's the one to work out the least. What was it? A minute?
Is he just doing this because they give Spicer Dancing with the Stars and he wanted it, so he's got a book out or a column or whatever?
That's all it is. He gets to be on TV. They won't let me on TV kissing Trump's rear end anymore. They got enough people doing that. How about this? How about I run him down? And I know we're supposed to appreciate anybody that work with him coming out because they don't. Don't nobody do it. Most of them just keep a mouth shut and just keep nodding along with things. So we're supposed to give him credit, but I can see through this.
Well,
I know what he's doing.
Instead of pelting you with eggs and tomatoes and yelling at you, screaming right in your fucking face, when you come out like Scaramucci or Omarosa or any of these, it sounds like, I don't even know. Scaramucci, Omarosa. So it sounds like code names. Spicer, Scaramucci. Does anybody that's worked for him have like a regular ass, like that doesn't sound like an asshole before you even meet them?
I can't think of one.
So instead of just screaming at you and throwing eggs at you, we'll stand there glaring at you with our arms crossed till we hear what you got to say. And we're probably not going to like it. It ain't going to be good enough, but we'll give you that much. But to be honest, I have not listened to anything he has to say.
Well, he'd appreciate what you just said. If we do that, he'll be happy. As long as he can CNN pay him or somebody, he'll be going on some show.
We did not storm the White House gates because of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Jackie. We had something to look forward to. The last thing that bound this country together, sure, some people say, Disney. Sure, some people say, I like Snyder Cut.
What is it?
Sure, there's always outliers, but for the most part, the Marvel Cinematic Universe was the last thing holding America together. I'm not saying Perlmutter was in on it with Trump and Disney trying to keep America together so that Trump could, like the last distraction, the only thing keeping us together, the only thing keeping us distracted, to let Trump have his way with us.
Well, didn't you say all that's over now? Didn't they make the last one?
I thought when Phase 4 was over,
I fell asleep.
Phase 4 is beginning, Jackie.
Well, the last one we went and saw was Spider-Man, and then you told me that Spider-Man ain't going to be even be in them no more. So you said they're all done. So now is it time?
Jackie, it's time.
Well, all right.
That's just the end of it. It's the end. Without Spider-Man coming back, they have lit a match to the American fuse, and you sit there and watch. It's all going to go down now.
Well, my knees give out, but I'll walk halfway to Washington. As far as I can, halfway. I ain't going to make it that far, but you know what I mean. I'll halfway try.
People like late capitalism, like you're going to see late capitalism now. We ain't got nothing. The jobs are gone. Everything's over. All we had left to earn money for was to see what happened to Tom Holland's Peter Parker, to see if he would live up to Tony Stark's expectations. And now I'm going to go see fucking Jared Leto be a vampire on him? No, I ain't. I ain't gonna watch that Tom Hardy bullshit.
Watch your mouth.
I don't care how many Tom Hollands you got in it.
Who?
Fuck you.
All right, enough. Mouth.
I'm getting a torch. I'm getting some eggs. I'm going to D.C. The Great American Experiment is over. Sony.
Hey there, everybody.
Jackie, did you hear that? Me
Yeah.
open that beer can? I
Yeah.
half opened it
I heard you.
before the mic was back on.
What do you mean you half opened it?
I did the psh part before the microphone was going. I wasted it.
Well, you managed to salvage something out of it. If all it is for people to hear you open a beer can, then I guess you pulled it off.
People love to hear me open that beer can, and the fact that they missed out on a little bit of enjoyment makes me truly sad in this day and age.
Well, thank goodness you come through for them. I'm sure everybody appreciates you.
I don't think you're being sincere.
Yeah, well. Thank y'all if you're listening and you're still listening with us. We appreciate you being on here. Appreciate you tolerating us screaming at the president, because that's what we're going to do. That's what we'll continue to do as long as he's in office. And maybe when he gets out of office, maybe we'll still be screaming at him somehow. I don't know.
We got to let it go.
Someday, sometime, I may be to an early grave. Who knows? But we appreciate, whether you like it or not, we appreciate you tolerating that. And now, getting to this part with us here, where we do our local sponsors. Local sponsors here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. People come from all around the world to visit Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and some of the reasons is because of these sponsors that we've mentioned on this very here.
We're not saying we're a huge driver in Murfreesboro. Tourism?
No, but we play our part, I'd say.
I'd say that we play our part.
Some people like Rock City, some people like Aquarium, some people like Grand Ole Opry, and that's fine. Those are all fine places, but, you know.
I'd say we haven't gotten our due from the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, they ain't going to. You'd be sitting around waiting forever if you want them to recognize you.
Mayor.
That ain't never going to happen.
Who is our mayor now? Is it the Bird?
It was a Bird. Been a while since I've been paying attention so much to national politics and the local. I don't know. Yeah, we had this evil.
Was there a child at one
Bird.
point?
At one point, I think, another while. But that, and certainly some people came.
Did they all have portraits made? If you go to City Hall, is there just a line of portraits that ends up in a bird?
There's a giant demonic a bird. And as I was saying, some people have traveled to Tennessee, just Murfreesboro, Tennessee in particular, just to see its, colorful history that we've covered on here for years and years now.
Well, you were mayor for a minute.
Well, it didn't work out.
Did you get a portrait made of yourself?
I don't know, and if I did, I didn't think it looked like me, but anyway, if it's up there, it's up there. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And I don't talk about it. Don't get into
Folks,
that. I'm not happy with it.
We've got 300 and something odd episodes of this show and a lot of history, and I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could break it down for you easy so you could be like, what the hell are they talking about?
Well, we're going to do a little new history today because we got some good sponsors
New
on here.
history.
They give us $25, and also that helps us keep, computers on. But also what helps us is all of you that go over to a Petted page. We appreciate you there. If you give us $5 a month or more, we get a whole extra one of these called 20 Extra Minutes with Jackie and Dunlap. That's both of us, and that's exactly what it is. We call it out. This is what you're getting. That's what you got. That's what you're going to get.
Lately, we've been trying to do less Trump on there. We don't do a lot of politics on there.
Well, we do so much on here, give people the rest of that,
What did we talk about last week on 20 Extra Minutes, Jackie?
What was it? There was a lot of different things we talked about.
Yeah.
We talked so much on these, I forget which one we talked about what on. I know that we talked about every which way but loose and any which way we can on the other one of these called Redneck Matinee, where we discuss our favorite classics of Southern cinema, where we discuss the history, production, what we think of the movie, the act, all the stuff about movies, I'd say. We pretty much talk on there. I get a little, how about, all right?
Yeah, go listen to that. I can't remember what we talked about in 20 Extra Minutes, but with the movie ones, at least we know that we talked about the movie.
Yeah, well, it says right there in the thing, when you look at it, it says which movie it is. But yeah,
and it usually goes pretty deep. It usually winds up about how racist it was and how about the patriarchy. In this one, though, I do think that we spent a lot of time on the punching, probably the blowing up stuff, shooting and cussing. Did we talk about all that?
Yeah, we mention it here and there, yeah. It's not like we don't, but you talk about all other stuff too. So yeah, that's what
I'm pretty sure we're like that monkey flipping people off and just having fun and good time movie podcast.
Some of that is on there, but also there's some about what happened to the monkey or what might have happened to the monkey after the movie was made and things of that nature as well. So,
Oh, yeah. So that's Redneck Matinee, folks, another podcast for you. 20 extra minutes over at our Patreon if you give us $5 a month or more. And, of course, the podcast you're listening to now, Red State Update. Hey, if we change the name of this to Trump Cussing, how would we grammatically spell that? Would it be hyphenated? You could call it Cussing Trump, but that sounds a little too BBC America for me. I think it would be Trump Cussing. Is it Trump all one cussing. Word?
I think
2 words?
Hyphen CUSS apostrophe IN. Cussing.
All right.
Right? Is that how it works? It seemed right to me. We're thinking about changing it. I don't know. Y'all tell us what you think. I don't know if we get a whole new theme song or what. Might as well do it all new. Well, could I change my name?
To what? Trump Cusser? You be Trump Cusser 1, I be Trump Cusser 2?
What more do you need to know?
Who's that coming down the street? Trump Cusser. What's he do? Hey, goddamn son of a bitch.
Hey. They don't cuss like that, but he gets your ear worth. We'll say that.
President shit.
Hey, now.
Who was it, that guy from Tennessee, that damn... Sometimes you just want... Like, I saw this on Twitter, that... what's his stupid name? I can't remember. The damn... He was on Fox, and he said that Tlaib hates Jews more than she loves her grandmother.
Oh, good Lord.
Like, well, this stupid motherfucker just figured out what he wants to do with his life until we run Trump out of town on a rail, and it's to be another big asshole. What's his name? Mark? I'm not even going to look it up.
It's not even worth. Don't mention it.
That was on Twitter, and I just wanted to retweet it and say, hey, everybody, look at this piece of shit. But I'm like, well, that's not funny. It's not satirical or whatever I'm supposed to do. People have probably already seen this asshole. I'm just giving him what he wants is to make people mad. I mean, everybody's just Andy Kaufman. Except instead of, I don't know who. Is he?
It's appropriate for wrestling.
He's trying to get us mad at him. Yeah, I'm confused. I don't even know who they're.
Everybody half crazy now. That's all this.
Anyway, he's a real piece of shit. What a fuckhead.
All right. Hey. Well, the first was enough. You don't need to follow it up.
He is a fuckhead.
Just watch him out.
Just a royal piece of shit.
Let me do the sponsors.
The headline was like, look, this piece of shit even made the Fox News host go, like, what in the hell, man?
If that's what Trump cussing is going to be, then we're taking it too far. I don't want to hear the whole thing.
Well, maybe you cuss him the first half and just be like, damn you, and I'll get on there and say, hold on, motherfucker.
No. Hey, enough. Too much for me. And it's too much for other listeners, too. People don't want to listen to just... somebody say that in his name. Hell, you listen to him, you hear that kind of language, and you know, that's bad enough. I don't want to hear it. Don't hear it. No.
What did we talk about? Evangelicals getting mad at him for starting to say "goddamn"?
Well, yeah, I think we did it one time. They get real mad at that. They don't mind all the other stuff. Nothing. Everything else is fine. Porn star.
He said he's Jesus. That sounds about right. It's hard to mess with evangelicals because you're like, no, the man you like, your boys over there saying he's Jesus, and they're like, well, he's really seems Christ-like to me, and then you're like, no, he said he's Jesus, and then he said goddamn, and they're like, oh, well, maybe he's an antichrist. We need that too. End of days. We need them both. I don't know which one he is.
They're going to win every way. Whatever evangelical do, they're going to get what they want, no matter what.
Who can say the ways of the Lord? I wish Marco Rubio was here right now. I don't. I'd give him a...
Hey, now.
No, you don't do that. I would not do that.
Neither one of us would do that. No matter how much we may want to, we would never do it.
But how about this? I say, Marco Rubio, what's that verse, nobody knoweth the wayeth of the Lord or whatever? And he'd look it up and say, well, give me 1 second here. Let me just look at my Bible. And then he'd tell me what it was. I'd say, hey, thanks, Marco Rubio. Now get the fuck out of my...
Hey. Watch it. Don't encourage any kind of violence on here. There's too much violence going on. How many people they catch for wanting to kill people? What, 30?
You're right. Let's tone it down. Let's bring it down.
Tone it way the hell down. That's right. You're going to wind up like
only
the other side.
Be mad at Marco Rubio.
Just
Let's
him.
Focus our rage.
That's it. Right
half
in one direction.
Of a nation's rage, purely in one tight laser beam right at Don't shoot nobody with a laser.
Nope.
Right at Marco Rubio.
Get on the, what is it, the Twitters?
Twitters. And just be like, you dumb.
Everybody, we encourage all of our listeners, if you got some pinup rage, don't take it out on nobody physically. Get on to Twizzlers right now. If you ain't got a thing on there, it's easy to make. He showed me how to do it. I don't use it enough. I may start getting on there too and cuss Marco Rubio. Tell him that we sent you, by the way, but get on Twizzlers and cuss Marco Rubio.
Yeah.
Watch you like, don't have to be bad language
You
now.
can be like, get that Bible out of your mouth, son.
We encourage all of you to do that. If you can just take a few minutes to do that, we'd appreciate it. And you'll feel better for it, too. Let me tell you. I guarantee you, after cussing Marco Rubio, you'll feel a little bit better for the rest of the day. I promise you that. I got a good sponsor today. Let me tell you about this one now. You know what's coming up? What month's coming up, don't you? We're getting close to the end of August here. What comes after August?
September?
That's right, yeah. You know, something that's a little odd about September and the rest of the kind of the autumn months and whatnot. September stands out a little bit to me, and I'll tell you why. We don't have a proper kind of holiday on September. And
Labor Day.
Huh?
Labor Day.
That don't.
There's a whole big holiday right at the beginning.
Nobody, you get to stay home, but that's, some people do anyway. That's not, but you don't do anything. You lay around or whatever. I'm not about a holiday. We can go do something, get out and do
activity holiday.
That's a real holiday when you got to do something. A holiday where you off for Christmas a weekend or whatever, maybe if you're lucky a whole week. But you doing stuff. You got to get presents. You got to drive to your relative. You got to argue with him. You got to eat, with the politics, hopefully don't come up, but probably we're going to be screaming and hollering. You're active. You're doing a lot of things. Same with Thanksgiving. That's in November. Christmas after that. Plenty of things to do. Lots of things you have to do. Keep you busy. You can't just lay around. Sure, you lay around after you eat all the food, but you still had to do something beforehand on Thanksgiving. You lay around after, but before you don't get to just lay around. You got to shove every last bite of Thanksgiving dinner in your damn mouth and get your belly big, and then you rest. Then you lay there, watch football, whatever the hell you want to do. But I tell you what, I'd like to do that during September.
Eat a bunch and pass out on the couch?
Well, hell yeah.
Every day's September to me.
Well, why not just do it all on September Day?
What is September Day?
September Day. I'm telling you, this is the best idea I've ever heard of. I'm happy to promote this idea. I wish them the best with it. I hope we can pull this off. But September Day, celebrate September Day. All the great things about September, cool autumn nights, the leaves starting to turn a little brown, on and on and on. Back to school, so many things. And first thing you want to do on September Day is decorate and get it festive, because that's part of what a good holiday is to me, right? Christmas, what do you put up?
Tree?
Yeah. What do you put up?
Birds?
Well, sure. That one's enough. What do you put up for old Thanksgiving?
Turkey?
Sure. Yeah, you do all that. But now most of these decorations for Thanksgiving as it is are not what you'd call. They ain't as woke festive arrangements as it should be. Like you can't have Pilgrim on nothing no more.
No, Pilgrim, no.
Indian worse than that. Excuse me. Native American worse than that. You can't have that on nothing on there. Nothing like that.
No. God, no.
Let me tell you.
Pilgrim maybe, but that's wrong. It's like Charles Manson or Keith Whitley.
What? Now, listen. On September Day. You want to get festive, I'm telling you what, there's every single thing that you would normally put up on a Thanksgiving, a pumpkin, a goat, all those sort of things, even a table with
Pumpkin's
a bunch of...
Halloween.
Well, no, you know
and
what I mean.
And that's also a Halloween.
No.
That's a holiday you left out.
Well, I left it out, but that comes in October. That ain't September. That's one it is festive. That's one I don't particularly care for. People do get out and do something. There is activity. Going out, but that way you don't go buy your own food. You expect other people to give it to you, and you eat the candy when you get home. But so be it. However you want to do it.
So you're gonna take a Pilgrim from Thanksgiving?
No.
A pumpkin from Halloween?
No, you don't take a Pilgrim, and you can take a pumpkin without the ghost or without the skeleton or any of that, and that works just fine for September. A big plate of food and without an Indian or Native American or a pilgrim sitting at the table, that's a perfect thing for September Day. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Take all of that stuff. Take the ghost off. Then it's just fall, nice, brown, orange
Thanksgiving.
color. No, because you taking off I just said you get rid of the
and Halloween. I mean, that's all Thanksgiving, Halloween.
Take that stuff off of it. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're saying there's a September Day that I've never heard of, a whole brand new holiday.
That's what we're working on.
It starts off because you put some hay and a pumpkin and a damn stick off a tree.
Yeah.
And some holly berries, maybe.
Holly berries, maybe. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
And so you got all this. So it's all the second tier.
No snowman.
Decoration.
No snowman. No elves.
Turkey?
No. Maybe a little too much. Turkey may be too much. Why don't we just?
Why has this new holiday got so many rules?
Why don't we eat something else on September Day? Why we got to eat a turkey? Already going to get a turkey here pretty soon.
Okay,
November's coming up.
I didn't mean to eat a turkey. I should have clarified. I meant picture of a turkey.
No.
Or a stuffed turkey sitting in a pile of hay.
Well, look, if you put a turkey on your decorations that you're putting up for September Day, and then September Day comes around and there ain't no turkey to eat, somebody's going to be wondering why the hell you put that on there. You're confusing somebody right out the gate.
False advertising.
Yep. You don't want to do that. And I tell you what, there ain't one damn turkey on all these brown and orange festive leaf colorings, pumpkins, on and on and on. You can get them all down at Artistic Leaves. That's right. Artistic Leaves, located here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, have got all the most...
Hold on a minute.
What?
Is Artistic Leaves that store that just sells leaves?
They don't. They arrange them and do things with them and make What am I sitting there saying? You listen to me? They do. It ain't just like come get a leaf. Anybody go outside and get a damn leaf. These are artistic leaves. It's different. Artistic leaves put together... I ain't an artist in that capacity anyway. Sure, I paint every now and then, but the things that these people do with leaves, it just blow your mind. You remember when people used to cut up little apples and make an old man face?
Yeah.
This is like that, but only with leaves.
I used to see that when I was a kid. I'd say, Jackie.
Yeah, I remember. You got excited. You loved it.
No, I thought it was you.
What? No. Well, down at Artistic Leaves, they got every kind of...
Can I get an old man face leaf made out of leaves?
Go down there and take a look, see what they got.
I went in there once. I said, you got any flowers? It's Mama's birthday. They said, no, we got leaves.
They got leaves. That's what they do.
Okay, what about a picture frame? This looks like the kind of place that would have picture frames. They said, nope. Only leaves.
Well, it ain't just like they got they ain't going to give you a sack of leaves. They put them together to make things. It looks like a boat
I literally saw a bunch of goddamn burlap sacks full of leaves.
Well, that's what they have to reach in there and get that to make stuff out of it, don't they?
It did say artistic sacks of leaves.
There you go. And also,
But it was just sacks of leaves.
You can take your youngest down there on Sunday afternoon, and they have little classes, leaf classes, to show you how to make things. So for Sunday afternoon, go down there and artistically take your children, take your young ones. Who knows? They may have a knack for it. They could be working full time at Artistic Leaves the next, few days. Who knows? I ain't guaranteeing you that.
You can take a kid to a class in leaf. You have to pay for that class? To leaf class?
Well, it ain't much,
like capitalism.
It's less than $25 that they give me to talk about September Day on here. I'll say
so
that.
They just made up a holiday because nobody goes into their leaf store.
They didn't make it up. It's just something that they're suggesting. I mean, I think somebody before them probably said, why ain't there a holiday in September?
Yeah, them. They said it to each other. Like, why...
Well, they said
nobody
to me,
comes in here.
Give me $25, and they said, September. Well, that sounds good to me. As long as it ain't infringing on the holidays around. Of course, you take whatever you want from Halloween. It wouldn't make a spit to me. I don't care.
Is it religious?
Thanksgiving's hard enough to have already. So if you could have Thanksgiving on another time, and it's still Thanksgiving, and not eat turkey, I don't know. What could you eat? Hamburger or something? That's what the 4th of July. They didn't come up with enough. They really did leave me.
But did they tell you to fill in the details?
Well, I just, when we sitting there talking, we got to talking about, what you eat on September Day. I don't think they mentioned that. They just talk about, tell them we got all this stuff we can make out of leaves, basically, for September Day. That's pretty much what they said.
Did they, when you were in there talking to him, did you see one fucking person come in that door looking for a leaf?
No.
Looking to buy a leaf? Did you see one person?
It was early in the day. I don't guess anybody, the only time I get down there was early in the day. I don't think they have to be open a few hours before people start showing up, I guess. I don't know.
Why? That's not how businesses work. You open up when people start showing up.
Well, you don't need to get a leaf statue first thing in the morning.
What do you call that, the warm-up hours?
Like I don't know.
When you're stretching?
That's when I went by there to get $25. You talk to them. Don't talk to me about it. I don't know first thing about it. But September Day, I do like the idea of it. I don't know what you eat. Maybe I'll talk to them. If they want to give me another $25, we'll figure out what kind of dinner you can serve. Or, if they may not give me, this may be it right here. It may have blew my chance right here. It may be the last time you hear September Day. If that's how you feel about it, so be it. But if you like September Day, if you like the idea, you think, hey, that'd be something else. I'd like to have a little extra holiday where I could eat and get tired and do whatever.
Why don't you talk to a candy bar company?
Get down to Artistic Leaves. Take a look at some of the festive knickknacks that they've made. And it's just going to make you want to celebrate September Day. You wish you had it even more. So, September Day by Artistic Leaves. That's my sponsor for today.
What if you went down there and were like some candy bar people don't like nobody likes leaf stores, like Hershey, like Hershey with nuts, just plain Hershey with nuts.
What about what?
Like for old people, like an old people candy, like a.
What are you talking about?
Like a Mounds. Like go to Mounds and be like, hey, nobody likes this candy. Why don't you let me turn it into a holiday food?
I don't.
And then everybody has to eat it on September Day.
I don't have to eat nothing. I don't like Easter eggs. I don't eat them.
Is this a Christian holiday? Is it religious at all?
It can be. We have some holidays that sure aren't Christian, so it don't have to be. But
you talking about Halloween again?
Halloween ain't nothing. Ain't even close to Christian. Don't even say. There's plenty of churches that don't even like it.
So when they said, we were thinking about a new holiday, your Halloween hatred kicked up to 10 in your internal measuring gauge, and you said, I'm going to I'm taking Halloween off.
Halloween's in October. It ain't September. We're talking about September Day. We'll deal with Halloween when it comes around. I ain't going to fool with it right now. We ain't even in September yet.
Well, you're going to have to get the president to declare it a national holiday. How are you going to do that without having to talk to him?
Hell if I know. I ain't fooling with him. They make it a state holiday before we deal with him. Let's deal with Tennessee.
Some of these assholes just as bad.
I know. I don't know about talking to. If they going to make a Nathan Bedford Forrest Day, sure as hell they can do a September Day, I'd hope.
That's a good point. Leaves ain't never hurt nobody.
As far as I know.
Could be worse. Leaf Day.
September Day. September Day.
But it's about leaves.
You decorate with leaves.
Like you
welcome do something else. We'll figure out what you eat on September Day and whatever else you do. There ain't no presents. We don't need to,
What if you cooked some leaves up? Somebody figured out how to eat leaves.
That's not what I'm suggesting. You saying that, I ain't. September Day, Artistic Leaves. Go down there. That's it. I'm through.
Jackie, I got a sponsor I think you're really going to like.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you something. It is hot as hell, and I cannot wait till September Day rolls around because that's when things finally start to cool off.
Cool down a little bit. Yeah, see, that's another thing to celebrate, yeah.
I can't take much more of this sweltering, red-hot ass weather. I mean, my ass is red hot. Hot to the touch. Yeah. People say, your body giving off. You ever brush up against somebody and say, God damn, how much heat you giving off, son?
All right.
I'm a hot-natured. I give off heat.
Yeah, running a fever or something.
I'm sweating. Mobility causes me to sweat and give off heat. What were you saying? Oh, hey, I can't take it much more, and sometimes I need to cool off. I could go to the store and get a damn Coke, or I could get me a damn Pepsi.
Fan.
I get me a fan. Fanta.
Ice.
Get some ice, cool it down, walk around with an ice pack on my head. People say, you sick? I say, hot as hell.
Could be,
because it's summertime.
Well.
Summertime. Wake up.
Running a fever, too. Could be. You don't know.
You think I'm sick? How do I look?
You don't look good, but I mean, I'm used to that. I don't know if you're sick.
It could be my diet.
I'd say a doctor either way to be sure.
It's hard for me to. They know what they know. I come in there, they hide the script pads. I remember you.
Yeah.
I'm sick. Hot as hell. Well, the other day, Jackie, it was hot as hell, and I was driving around town just trying to cool off. I said, I need me something icy cold in my throat. And I went into the goddamn Mrs. Chickens.
All right.
And they was on that computer, and I said, Cootie, what are you doing? I said, look like you're on the Twitter. And Cootie said, yeah, man. We getting in these chicken sandwich wars. I said, what in the hell are you talking about, Cootie? I said, Popeye's chicken sandwich come out, and you would think nobody ever tasted a fucking chicken sandwich in their life.
Your mouth. I ain't had one of them. They do look good, but I ain't had one yet. I'd love to get one of them Popeye sandwiches.
Caden sat standing over there smoking by the door, blowing the smoke out, laughing every time Cootie cusses.
I went down there. They get not Mrs. Chickens. I don't care for because I know where it's going. It's going to be cold. That's all it's going to be. I've heard this for three times already. 3 weeks in a row.
Well, I don't know.
Well, no, it's what it's going to be cold. You're going to say, oh, now they got a sandwich, and guess what? It's we're commenting on the cultural.
Me,
is it going to be cold? Tell me. What's special about
day?
What is special about Mrs.
What's
Chicken
special
sandwich?
about Popeye's chicken?
I ain't had it yet, but I've had Popeye's chicken before, and it's damn good. They got it spicy or regular. They
got a classic chicken sandwich and a spicy chicken sandwich.
I'm going to get that spicy one.
And
I bet it's
like,
damn good.
Oh, shit. Well, Popeye's ain't bad at gay people.
Well, that sounds good. I thank goodness they ain't. But also, I'll tell you this. I bet when I go get that delicious spicy chicken sandwich, it's going to be hot, not just the spiciness, but the sandwich in general is going to be warm because I just made it.
Well, that's what I said. I said, I'd love to go get a Popeye chicken sandwich, but I'm already done hot as hell. Why I want to put something else hot in my mouth when it's already hot outside?
Yep, go on.
God damn, I want something. You know what it is, Jackie?
I know what it is. You want a cold chicken sandwich.
I want a cold chicken sandwich. And Cootie said, that's what I've been telling. We on here tweeting like Wendy's tweeted like, we got a chicken sandwich too. Popeye's like, y'all thirsty, son, or whatever. And then Cootie said, we got a chicken sandwich too. Ice cold. What do you think about that, Popeyes? And they didn't reply or anything. Popeyes pretty much just ignored Mrs. Chickens, which is a shame because I think Mrs. Chickens has a damn good chicken sandwich. It may not be getting the spotlight like Popeye's chicken sandwich is, but Mrs. Chicken's sandwich is every bit as good as Popeye's. And cold as hell. It is ice cold, Jackie.
Yeah, I know it's cold. Yeah, let me guess.
That delicious buttery grilled bun iced over.
Frozen, right? Frozen buns. Let me guess, right? With the lettuce. Yeah. Icy lettuce, yeah. What about the mayo on it? Frozen?
Get a saucicle.
Yep. Saucicle. And the chicken itself, I have no doubt, just really freezing cold, right?
Ice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the middle of it.
Yeah.
You bite into it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants this.
I know.
But they said we're gonna ride this Popeyes train.
You ain't gonna ride the Popeyes train anyway because they make a real sandwich. That's just something good that someone eat, and they don't give you something that you take home and thaw out and eat. I ain't gonna suck on a frozen block of chicken sandwich. That's not appetizing in any way, shape, or form.
That's the other. They have classic, which is what we just described. Then block.
Well, I don't want either one of those. Now look, cold chicken I get. I understand cold chicken, just regular chicken leg or chicken thigh, something like that. You leave it in the fridge overnight. The next day you don't feel like warming it up. I eat a cold chicken leg, sure, but I ain't going to eat a cold frozen tomato. I ain't going to eat a frozen piece of bread. I ain't going to let it, none of it. Sickle sauce, whatever the hell it is, and especially the chicken. Nobody's going to eat that.
I hate to say it, but you're right, Jackie.
Yeah, I know I'm right.
My therapy freezer they've been using where I climb in there and It's full of these chicken sandwiches they can't sell, so I can't even get in there and fix
How
my
about this?
past anymore.
Thaw them the hell out, cook them up, and see if people eat them. Why not try that?
Well,
Why not
that's
just
what
on its
everybody-
own chicken sandwich on its own damn merits? Don't try to make it weird or different or cold. Just make a good chicken sandwich. Just make an honest product. Put it out there. See if the people accept it or not. Don't play silly games like my sandwich is colder than your sandwich. That sandwich too hot. This one's much, much colder. On and on and on. You don't need that gimmick. Make a good chicken sandwich. I encourage everybody to do so, except Chick-fil-A, because they don't like, they got issues. And let's be honest, they know how to make a good sandwich. But let's not even talk about it. Let's leave them out of the conversation. Popeyes, Bojangles. They still got Miss Winters. Where's Miss Winters?
We need to find out.
We need to find out there. But I'm sure if they got a chicken sandwich, it's damn good. Just make a good, honest chicken sandwich. Don't worry. With an average, regular sandwich temperature. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. That's what I'm saying. 3 Bears chicken sandwich right there. Remember? See, it's too hot. Remember, old Storm. What's her name? Go in the house. It's cold, and it's too cold, yeah.
That's Mrs. Chickens.
No.
That too cold is Mrs. Chickens.
It is, but I'm talking about something else, an old story, the bears in it.
And then the hot, it's
too warm. But the one was just right. You always had one that was good. You had to go through the other to get to the one that's right. Just go straight to the one that's right. Don't do like what's your name did in the bears. Just get straight to what's right.
So you're saying make a super hot sandwich.
No, not super.
That
just
you can't touch.
Regular
temperature. Like on
temperature.
fire, and you have to blow it out like a fancy restaurant.
No, I ain't saying any of that. Just make a regular damn chicken sandwich. Just try to see how...
I'm going to text Cootie. This is brilliant.
No,
People,
that.
you're right.
Well,
it's almost
saying
September Day. People are going to need to warm up. Hold on. He's writing me back. They closed. They're out of business.
So they're not going to make no more Spider-Man movies ever again. What?
No, they're making them, but not with, like, Thor can't come over to Sony Spider-Man.
When did Thor ever do anything with Spider-Man? He didn't do
he
nothing.
could have.
But no, it's Iron Man that does something with him, right?
That was his...
But he's dead now, so he ain't going to be with him anyway.
Well,
What's it matter?
He has to live up to Tony's expectations.
Well, that don't. He can do that without him being in the damn movie. If Iron Man's dead, what does it matter who makes a Spider-Man movie?
Who do you want little Tom Holland to hang out with?
Who?
Captain America, who is...
Captain America's all old now.
Okay.
That's he just would go to the old folks' home and sit around. I don't want to see... I mean, that's nice to Spider-Man. He's polite. I'm sure he would do that.
He
but
would.
I like seeing Spider-Man get, do the webs and sling and, and
sit
fight the
around
bad guy.
awkward. Well, I guess I gotta go. Oh, don't go yet, Spidey. Come here, have some of this candy.
So
It's the same candy. It's been there.
we're not missing out on anything.
Let me fill you up a sack of these
Spider-Man,
dollar store cans of ravioli.
he ain't gonna be with Captain America too old. He ain't gonna be with Iron Man dead. Who's it matter? What does it matter?
When he goes over to hang out with, first of all, Tom Hardy and Jared Leto, is that what you want to happen to little Tom Holland?
I don't know who they are.
You don't?
No.
And then he goes over there to them. Is it still 5 years in the damn future?
Huh?
With the snap? Do they do the snap?
I don't know.
What about the snap?
What does it matter? If as long as he's beating somebody up and he's slinging the webs, what does it matter who he does it with?
Oh, I'm 50. I mean, 32-ish, 28-ish. They used to say Superman and Batman was supposed to be 28.
What?
I mean, there's people on damn Riverdale that's 28 right now playing high school students. I don't think Superman was 28.
I like Riverdale. That's old Archie, Jughead, right?
Yeah.
That's funny in the funny book years ago, but I don't,
Have you seen the new Riverdale?
I didn't know there was one.
You want to watch some of that?
Has he got Jughead on it?
Oh, yeah.
Is he funny?
Well, he's sort of untangling mysteries.
But he had a funny hat, with that little funny hat.
Well, it's not as funny as it, I mean.
Who that Moose? He got Moose on there?
Moose had to, I'm not caught up yet. I don't want to give any spoilers.
Well, if it's got Moose and Jughead and Archie, Betty, Veronica, all them on it, it's funny to me.
Should we adjust our Patreon to, when we get to a certain level, we start a Riverdale podcast? I'd love to monetize my fandom.
I ain't ever been on. I don't know what it is. It may be something I don't want to talk about. But if it's
Probably.
got all them on it, it's worth looking at least once if I watch Spider-Man.